Well, then I tell you, everybody pulls up. You know, this is why we call this shop talk. You know, all levels of life. This is a old friend of ours, Miss Peaches. Miss, you turn the radio down, Peaches. You turn the radio down. Camera. Lord have mercy, this is a hot mess. But we're gonna.
Yes.
This is Miss Peaches. Yeah, Miss Peaches. Miss Peaches, what you been doing?
I have brought me a new car.
You bought you a new car? Okay. All right. What happened to your eyes?
What happened to my eyes?
Yeah.
I fell running.
Running from where?
And I'm not. Running from what?
Yeah, running from what?
I was running after something.
Oh, running after something. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's none of your business.
Okay, well, I'll leave that alone, but
Okay.
it's good to see you.
Okay.
Welcome, YouTube. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in to the channel. Today, I have a Cadillac Escalade. I made a video earlier about the blower motor. Well, yeah, that one's back. It has a cold air up in the overhead. It's not blowing out no hot air. So the customer brought it back to say, can I get the air, the heat working in the back? Not the air, excuse me. It's a little early, all right? So what I checked out is that anytime you don't have no heat coming from the top of these vents, you don't have no heat coming from the top of these vents right here, over your head right there, then you have the same setup that you has up in the front. You has a blower, you has a heater core back here, which is in this case here, and you have actuators. You have one here and one there. This one here controls the amount of air going up from the front to your foot, front and top and bottom. And this one here controls, it's like a blend door. It controls the cold air to hot air. Let cold in when you turn the AC on and hot when you turn heat on. So I already took the panel off. Didn't want to waste a lot of time doing that. I'll show you guys some of the steps on getting that panel out of there. It wasn't too bad. You got to let the seat up, first of all. You got to pop your seat up, and then you got snaps. Pop, 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 snaps. Here, snaps all over the place. Then you got to unplug your cigarette lighter and things of that nature. But here it is here. You have snaps here, there, cigarette lighter, which is here, snaps down in the corner. Just like pulling the door panel off, okay? That's how you get that panel off right there. And then once you get that panel off, it's going to expose the unit. Like I said, you got two actuators on this setup. You got one up top. That's your big air duct that carries air up from your overhead and down on your feet, okay? And this one here is like a blend door up front. Carries it from heat, hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold. Every time you turn that knob, hot to cold, okay? And I did some troubleshooting on it, and I turned the switches. The overhead is blowing from the front down to your feet, okay? So I know it's not that one. This one here is not moving at all. And this is the hot and cold. So all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver or a 7mm. Okay? Take this right here off. I had already had them pre-off before you guys got online with me, okay? I take this here off. You got this. This is what they call an actuator, okay? Right inside this thing is a little robotic arm that moves this from this electrical circuit here that goes up in here. When you turn it, it turns this right here. And it also turns this little door. Let me get you up here a little closer. So rock with me, okay? So right here is the little robotic arm. See, it's a door. You turn. You hear that flap? Okay, that electronically turns that. So if you got electrical current coming through here, which I took my test light and I tested, yes, it's got a signal coming back to it. So that tells me it's not an electrical problem. It tells me the actuator is bad. So I ordered the actuator. When it comes in, I'm going to bring you guys back online, and we're going to go ahead and install that and see what we got. So hang on. Okay, guys, I was while I'm waiting on the part to be delivered to me, I was looking at this actuator right here, and I said, let me turn this thing, and I'm gonna show you guys something. I get on the back side, and this is the side that goes up in here where, remember, the door opens and closes. I said, let me see something, man, because these things bad about burning up. There's two things that I found out what was going on with this. Right in this area right here, you see where it's done got hot at? And to me, it smelled burnt, okay? So I said, okay, let's check this out, man. So I get these pliers on this thing. This plastic. And remember, this is supposed to turn. You can't even turn it. So I know this is the culprit of why it's not switching over from hot to cold. So just as soon as they get that part down here, we're going to install this part and test it. Okay, guys, welcome back. I got my sensor, my actuator right here. I already plugged it up, and I cut it on, and I seen it move. Where, you know, the one that I just showed you was all locked up. This one has made a little difference. It's got metal here, where this one is plastic, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and slide that in there, because if you turn it one way, it turns real slow. But once it get to the point where it's already turned, you can cut the car off and it'll line up right with the other one. If not, you can just move it up and forth like this and then slide it in. It's not nothing real bad. I'm gonna put the bolts in it. We're gonna crank the vehicle up and let it roll. Let me get you some light here. Okay, the actuator I got in here, they sent me one down. I had some in stock that was some old ones. This one right here, which didn't pan out. It was a little different. Remember the one with the silver on it, composed to the 25, the number 25, which was the one that came out, number 25. Okay, 25. And then this one here had an S on it, which was totally different. They bolted up the same way, but it didn't work the same. Okay, so I got that on, and now I got everything working. The flap door is working correctly. They should have some heat on their overhead up here using their controls up top. Okay, that'll do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking me out. You know, like, subscribe, and share. I'm getting it.